Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm joined by Pat Jones. He's the owner of Portland Marine. We're hanging out here at the Pacific Northwest Sportsman Show, as I'm sure you're all well aware of by now. But we're here with Pat to talk about some of the things that they brought to the show. And we're standing in, I hate to say this, but it reminds me a lot of my 21. This is just 5 feet bigger, but we'll get there. Pat, how's the show going?
Good. We're having a really good show.
Staying busy?
Yeah. Great day today for boats and everything. Yep.
Well, and I think that's what a lot of folks always wonder is what's going to be different, or maybe what, for Portland Marine for that matter, what's going to be a little bit different, and this is a little bit different.
Yeah, we're showing a lot of stuff on this boat on how we install stuff. This is a sold boat. We brought it here fully loaded with all of our, accoutrements that you put on boats. And, it's got the Garmin displays back here. Unique to this, you have a jack plate on your
I've
boat.
Had several,
but actually your current boat
yeah,
does.
with my Raptor, which is a tunnel hole dedicated jet only, so I didn't put that jack plate on. But this is a mandatory thing to have if you're going to run a tiller on an open boat, at least in my opinion. Everybody's going to have a different one, but with that jack plate, it just gives you so many more options on how you can run the boat, and quite honestly, how you can save fuel. But that's a whole other topic. We can get into that one. But that's with the 250 Yamaha SHO on it. Pretty standard package that you guys put on. Again, this is the Raptor, and it's just a boat. When you come to the Sportsman Show, if it's already in your mind that you're looking to start that process, and we've talked about this in the past, it's best to go to the experts first, right? And that's what the folks at Portland Marine. If you're going to look at one of the best boats on the market, a Willie Raptor, this is how you can kind of figure out what it is that you want, and maybe they even decide that a Raptor isn't what they want, maybe a Fusion or some of the other models that are out there.
And when we get into talking about the various boats, I mean, you're going to select your fish finder that you kind of want, but there's a whole nother side of it, and that's the install of it.
Oh, sure.
So, I mean, we've gone through a lot of different types of boats over the years. We have solutions for just about everything, from the bow mount trolling motors up in the bow to the autopilots on the kicker motor. I mean, this boat has it all. It has, all of the nice fish fighter rod holders.
Yeah, those are slick.
Folby rod holders. This boat had a lot of upgrades, including diamond plate floor but when you're talking about having this stuff installed, it sometimes makes a decision on what you choose to install. This boat has the new live scope, which that's been a hot ticket for today. I mean,
forward-facing sonar is a game changer, no doubt.
So, and there's a lot more to it in how it works, and the pull systems that you choose and all that type of stuff. So, we're doing so many of them. We've got a lot of input on that. We can educate them down here on how they should be installed for their usage and so forth. And
there's definitely a lot of things that can be overwhelming, right? Once you make the decision on which boat you want to go with, it could be a windshield. We got an Assaulter that's parked right next to us. This is a little bit different than what we typically take a look at when we go over to Portland Marine, because I'm a sled guy, okay? But when you're taking a look at the Assaulter, that's the saltwater version or the Deep V windshield version of Willie boats. Now, obviously, you've got other products that are here. What are some of the other boats that folks can take a look at when they come in?
So we have Weldcraft boats, the big boat across the way there.
All right.
And
that's a big, pretty one.
We even still sell some inboards in the custom weld line, and have their outboard windshield boats as well. Weldcraft is they have a broad spectrum, anywhere from 32 foot down to 18 feet. We also have that new tiller over there that you liked earlier, and I went and ran that a couple days ago, and it's awesome. You can let go of the tiller, basically.
I was a year too late. We're going to talk about that one. Also, now, obviously you're going to think about Portland Marine as having big boats, power boats. They also have a drift boat here for you to take a look at as well. Don't overlook that, and don't sleep on it. Though it's not that they're hard to get a drift boat, but you really have to pick out what it is that's going to work best for you. What systems are you actually fishing on? What kind of water are you going to be taking that boat to? How many people Are you going to be fishing out of that drift boat? And there's a lot of questions, especially for folks that have never owned one or spent a lot of time in one, on what the best setup is. And when you could come down here to the show itself, that's the best way to figure it out, because I believe that one's already sold.
No, that one's available. We did sell the basic package.
Okay.
But that one is available, and it's got a lot of the options that you can see that you may want or may not care about.
Okay, well, that's
like
perfect.
The Wetlander bottom.
Yes.
Or the coated bottom.
That's another one. We'll talk about that. Yeah, we'll talk about that, Pat.
Yeah.
We'll cover that ground again at some point in time off air.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Lots and lots of options. So when you get a chance to come down to the Pacific Northwest Sportsman Show, come over, say hi to Pat, take a look at some of the options that you have here. And if you are on the fence about trying to decide what kind of boat works best for you and your family, this is how you can do it. That's why the Pacific Northwest Sportsman Show is so popular. But Pat, you're done. Thanks, man.
All right.
It's good to see you, dude. How weird was it to use that thing?
It's fine.
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
We'll be back in just a couple minutes, everyone. Don't go anywhere.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by Chevy Silverado and the impressive Turbo Max engine. Flex your muscle with the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. Official truck of Outdoor GPS.